So I bought a new car, a new vehicle, like another car thing, another vehicle. And here it is. I'm not even going to do the big grand reveal or anything like that. It's just, here it is. There you go. Look at that. That's beautiful, that, isn't it? A 19, I think it's like a late 70s, early 80s, is it? Model? What is it? Here we go. 85. I was wrong altogether. 1985 model Mitsubishi Canner truck. Yeah. So it goes. I just had to get it going. I've had this for a couple of months actually. I just haven't never done anything with it because I haven't had time because all my other shit heaps I've got. I've been sitting in the parking lot at work for a couple of months. I just had to buggerise around getting it going and whatnot. I got it going again, which is flat battery and it needed fuel, common whatever. But I'll show you around the truck in a moment. But I'll just tell you how this come about and what we're doing here first. So I started my apprenticeship here, working for Mum and Dad. How long ago was that? Shit. How old am I? I was 15. What am I now? 20. About nearly 27. So 15, 25, 26, 27. About 12, 13 years ago, I started my apprenticeship here. And I remember vividly, in my first year of my apprenticeship, working on this truck, and all the way up until now, I've been looking after this truck for the customer that used to own it for my whole entire career so far. And we always joked about how, when I'm done with this, you're going to own it, Simon. And I love this little truck. And I do like it. I've always liked it because it's got lots of character, which you're going to see when I show you around. But the customer who owned it is getting on a little bit now. He's an older sort of codger, an older fella. So it was time for him to get rid of the truck. Not only that, I had to reject it for rego. I had to knock it back for rego. So the fact that it's not roadworthy and he didn't need it anymore and was getting older and whatever, he sort of said, you know what, Simon, I think it's time. Anyway, long and short of it is, we did a deal. I own the truck. This is mine. And today is my only opportunity to get it going again and whatever and roadworthy, which it didn't take much. I didn't knock it back for much, but there's a bit of rust and like a wheel bearing needs tightening and whatever. It doesn't need a great deal, believe it or not, but it was just more than what the customer wanted to do with it. So he just cut his losses and I gained his losses, I suppose. So it is now 12 o'clock, if you couldn't tell, because the sun's in my eyes again. Which means that I have about 6.5 hours to get this thing roadworthy again. I've got to do a little bit of rust and then tighten the wheel bearing and bloody do some stuff in there. I've got to tidy it up a bit, give it a wash and whatever, get the mould off it. But I've got 6.5 hours because I've got to go to Mum and Dad's house for dinner because Jasmine's still away and I'll be buggered if I'm buggering up her kitchen before she gets back. She gets back tomorrow. So anyway, that doesn't matter. Let me show you around my new little bloody truck, mate. Let's do it. Right, I'll take you for the grand tour, mate. Let's see, I'll show you the outside first. I might get you on there, I'll zoom out. There we go. This is the vehicle. Not a bad little thing. It looks bigger on camera. It's, believe it or not, I'm looking at the thing here, it looks a bit bigger than what it really is. I'll give you the outside tour. She's got a couple of bloody rusty spots coming through on her. Like this. The surface rust. Can't knock any of that stuff back for rego. She's a bit mouldy. She's been years since it had a wash. I'm going to give it a pressure clean later. But that's it. Come with a free oven, so essentially it's a motorhome. The gentleman that owned this found that dumped on his property and was meant to take it to the tip before he dropped it off here, but the tip was closed the day that he dropped it off. So I now own that, but I'll go put that in the bloody bin in a moment. I own all that stuff, the battery jumper and the fuel and whatnot, and that's my GoPro stuff. That didn't come with the truck, but that's her. You can't tilt the cab. It's not a tiltable cab model, but if you look in here, this is us. No carpet, the way I like it. Seats, beautiful, mate. That's unreal. Not ripped, little bit faded. Feel unbelievable, mate. Feel amazing. What we got here? Oh, it's probably something. That's not going to come forward easily anyway. There's a bit of stuff behind the seats and stuff, and I know that glove box is full of shit, and a couple of umbrellas, but I don't know what else I own that's in here. That's the motor. About 12 months ago, I put a brand new carburetor on it. So that's good. That's actually the same as the one I pulled off the Bedford. And I was originally going to pull this truck apart, pull that off it, put that on my Bedford, and then be done with it. But I couldn't bring myself to ruin the truck essentially, and take it off the road. So here I am stuck with this burden. Hood lining, non-existent. That's good. When the window's down, this stuff blows in your eyes, believe it or not, which is a bonus, I suppose. I love that. Yeah, how many Ks is on this? Look at that. It's been around the block a few times. I remember in my early days of my apprenticeship, we did actually do a head gasket on this. We got the head service and stuff. And since then, it would have done bugger all Ks. But yes, that's, that's cool and whatever. The rust I've got to do is up under there, which, that's not going to make it to the internet. But I will bloody fix that later. I'll fix that today, but I'm not going to bloody go into depth with that. I can guarantee that these lights aren't going to work. The other thing, I've got to take that off. It's a LPG tank. It's not on LPG anymore. There's also, the bloody old converter and stuff there, which we don't need any of that, so I might pull that stuff off. But something else that's cool in this thing that I forgot to bloody mention is that when I was an apprentice, we converted that gas tank, that's a gas cylinder, and we converted that into a petrol tank. So that's actually where you put the fuel, which is pretty cool, I reckon. But yeah, anyway, I don't know, I suppose I'll go tip that off it. Ooh, I'll tip that off it and park her in the shed and start doing me rust, I guess. Ah, oh, stop it. Look at that. That started beautifully. I can't see where I'm going. Back I come. Don't, back over a tripod. Beautiful. Off. That's good, that. Must have a good battery in it, this thing, because it was flat a moment ago and I had it running for like 5 minutes. Now it's good again. Ah! What was that? A splinter or something. Ow. Thought I parked it closer than that. Oh well. Yes, I've got a free ratchet strap with the truck. How good's that? Oh, what's that? Oh, that is a microwave oven. Beast mode. Oh, there's a bit of rust under here too. I didn't see that. I'll fix that another day. 3-2 hernia. Oh, it was good, that. That was excellent. You dickhead. Yeah, Borky will be bloody thrilled with that. A bit of rust up here. I didn't know there was rust underneath that. Yeah, trying to fudge it for Red Jar, I bet. Oh, help, get me down. Oh, I learned as a kid that fat kids don't get in high places like this. I have not learnt the lesson yet. That was quite athletic, that. Look out, Mr. Airline, here I come. Excellent. Raw horsepower is what that is. Truck driver, big trucker, mate. Mr. Mullet Logistics. Heard it here first. You won't. This week we're driving this. Next week I'm rolling a B-double. Can't wait. I'll probably shut this. Oh, no, I won't. Oh, God. Oh, yuck. They put some WD-40 or something on that. So this, I know they used to use this for his little dogs to sit on. Yuck. Dogs. Tissues. Flammable. Piss that off. Petrol. Mildly flammable. That is not an ad for Maximus. But Maximus, if you're watching, you want to get on board, I'm all ears, mate. Free ratchet strap, another one. But only the ratchet, the strap's gone. Ether. We're going to get rid of that because that's a bit flammable too. And that's the lid for the battery. We're going to keep that. I don't know why, but I always seem to be welding on me bloody channel. I'm not in fact a welder, believe it or not. But all I know is you won't be seeing me bloody welds or what we're doing here because I hate that game. I hate putting me welds on the internet because everyone likes to bloody rouse on you, just like anything. Anytime you do an activity, whenever there's someone around, they've always got a better way of doing it, or they know how to do it better, or what you did was shit. I hate that. Just like, you know, welding. There's whole groups on the internet just there to bully people about their welding. Same as like cooking and all sorts of things. People do some odd things. So I'm not a welder, mate, I'm a mechanic. If I was a welder and I did a shit weld, well then you can pick on me. But because this ain't actually my trade, and I'm just doing what I've got to do to get by, I think it's wrong that you're going to give someone a hard time for something that they do. All to make yourself feel like the big man. I hate that shit. Hate it. Don't bring people down. You're supposed to bring people up, you know. Not bloody... People out there having a go could be doing worse things. I could do a bird shit weld here. It's just horrible and whatever, but at least I'm having a go, eh? Could be doing worse things. It could just be drinking and bloody smoking and doing drugs and bloody all the stuff, you know, but I'm having a go. So your opinion is invalid. Call that controversial, call it what you like, but I call it a tacker on, son. Oh, got to be careful going around these corners of the jump pack on the back like that. I don't want to have been the guy that run over 2 jump packs. Missed the old one, it was good. So on to the fun bit. Now I'll wind this up before we forget. Right, so, fun bit. So this truck has a thick layer of mould all over it, and I want to tidy it up. I'm going to go blast the chassis in the tray, and then I'll blast the cab. I'll leave the best to last, mate, the fun bit. Nah. Oh, look at that. Bad idea. Don't look at my bum. Should be a censored sign over that because I can feel me cracks out. Probably 90% of this video is going to have a bloody censored logo over it. You might have to hold on here because I can't get my phone wet. It's starting to rain. Right, so I've waited for what feels like a fortnight for the rain to end. Now it's ended. I can finish bloody giving her a wash, mate. Hopefully this gurney still goes. We'll choke her. We'll choke her up. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Oh, stop it. I'll slow down a bit here, getting a bit ahead of myself. Fix that. Ah, someone's tried. Starting to rain, gonna run it back into the shed. We'll have a look at these wheel bearings. Ah, freshly packed. Get out of there, you rotten mongrel, but there we go. Who said you'd be angry about it? Now I could just tighten it up, but wouldn't mind sussing this bearing out. Oh, they're not great, but they're okay. Look out! I have a bloody shifter. Look, mate, the internet loves these. I've been tightening wheel bearings up with these bloody shifters forever. And I've never had nothing bad come of it. I'm not saying shifters are good and used for everything, but this, who cares? And I tell you who cares, it's the internet. The internet cares about everything that it shouldn't. I do them up tight so I know they're seated. That one right there. Boom. Beautiful. Oh, you get a new split pin. Get it in there. There we go. Mechanic. That's what I am. Don't you worry about that. I won't show you me welding, but I'll show you me wheel bearings. Well, that's it for this video, I suppose. Better bloody wrap her up. It's getting awfully dark and cold, and it is nearly 5:30, so I'm an hour in front. I got it washed and got all the bloody mould off it and that. I got, what else I do? Tighten that wheel bearing, and I've done the rust in it. So there's a couple more things I'd like to do with it before I put it on the road. It's only going on Club Rego, but I still want to make sure she's right. So I've got to give it a service and stuff, new wiper blades and whatever. But I'm thinking I might give her like a detail. I might run over it with the clay bar, just for the sake of doing it, I suppose, see how she comes up. I think what I'd like to do is I'm going to leave the tray how it is. I'm not going to cut anything off it or add anything or whatever. But I'm thinking I'll leave the tray and the cab like they are, but paint all the grill and all just the bits and pieces up real nice, put new paint on them and whatever. I think that looks really cool on old cars and trucks and rat rods and whatever. When you get, the body's a bit run down and that, but the accessories, I suppose you call them, are nice. Like, I'll paint all that up nice and beautiful, and these bits and the wipers and what are they called? Mirrors and stuff. Do all that. Give her a bloody woodgy with the bloody clay bar, I reckon, and go over it, and just see how she comes up. And obviously clean out the inside. I want to, I'll do that off camera, run around it with the bloody Windex or whatever. But yeah, she's a cool little thing. So I'm going to put on Club Rego. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm obviously going to drive it, but I think that's it. This, honestly, there may be another video on this thing, but it's not going to be like this is on me channel. I just had nothing to do today. I did have stuff to do today, but I did this instead. This was sitting out the front, and I've got to get on the road and driving, otherwise there's no point in bloody having it hanging around. So I had to do something with it today. Had a free day today. I said I was meant to be at Queensland Raceway for Burnout Bonanza today, but the competition side of that was cancelled, and they just made it a free-for-all day thing all day. And I got one of them on tomorrow at Rally. I'm taking the Silver XR6, so that's it's cheaper for me to go there than it is all the way to Brisbane. So I'm going to do that. Probably going to rain, whatever. You'll probably see that video before you see this video. But anyway, that's the canter. Thank you for watching this shit video once again, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye. I wonder if they'll know what this is. That looks inappropriate. I don't know what it is about this. It feels inappropriate. It's for my smoke machine. If you don't know, you plug the smoke in here, make smoke. You put that up the pipe of the bloody the ducting, and you check for vacuum leaks. That's what seals that off. That's what it is. Before YouTube wants to demonetise me for thinking I got some sort of naughty toy on here.